Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Please like, subscribe to my channel for awesome contents. Hey guys. I decided to write an Issei x Gabriel fanfic. I noticed there aren't much of them, so yeah, I think I'm also gonna add FS later on the story. I suggest playing the song Warata to Cute from Issei series for the first part. Right-click the video and put it on a loop. A beautiful lady walked down the cherry blossoms of Japan. She was around 17 years old. She had straight blonde hair with curly ends. She was tall, around 5'11". Her eyes were pure blue, and her face is that of an angel. "Oh, Father. Why did you have to leave us?" the lady said, her voice filled with sorrow. Unbeknown to her, the young child was hiding behind a tree. The child was around 6 and had messy brown hair. He was playing around the cherry blossoms when he saw the lady. What urged him to follow was the sad expression on her face. The boy moved silently to the next cherry blossom tree to take cover when he noticed out the corner of his eyes, a sinister-looking man was staring at the lady. He had black wings. The boy covered his mouth to prevent himself from making a noise. The man produced out of thin air a spear made out of light. The boy's eyes whitened. He stopped himself from forcing the man to teach him. "Wow. A superhero?" the boy whispered to himself. The boy ran to the next tree to take cover. He noticed the beautiful lady stopped walking. He tilted his head in confusion. He ran to the next tree to get a better look at the lady. He frowned when he saw the lady crying. He felt the sudden urge to comfort her. But then he remembered the sinister-looking man. He quickly spotted the man with a light spear. The man took a form he knew. That was the form someone takes when someone is going to throw a spear. He saw it in a TV show. Realization dawned upon him. The man was going to kill the lady. "Don't worry, Lady-sama, I will protect you," the boy shouted as he ran towards the lady. The lady wiped her tears quickly and looked at the adorable kid. What was that? Instead of answering, the kid jumped forward to push the lady. The lady's eyes widened. Her world turned white as she fell. The only thing she saw was the silhouette of the kid who pushed her, getting impaled by a light spear. The light spear stabbed the tree, the boy with it. The lady looked at her side to see a fleeing man with black wings. She kept muttering no as she ran towards the tree where the child was impaled to. She'd materialized the light spear and caught the child. The child smiled at her. "I told you I would protect you." The child grinned at the lady before coughing blood. The lady stared in horror as the boy coughed up blood. It tainted her white dress, but she didn't care. The only thing in her mind was to save this boy. She created a golden magic circle. The whole forest was engulfed by the white light produced by the magic circle. The boy closed his eyes. His hands were hugging the lady's neck tightly. They arrived in a very beautiful place. The walls were golden. Shining jewels and gems adored the wall. There were angels. They were all looking at the lady with mixed emotions. Some were terrified, for the lady was covered in blood. Her white dress was certainly not helping. Some were curiously looking at the child around the lad's neck. The majority were looking at her questioningly. But the lady ran past them all, not even giving a glance. She entered the elevator and quickly pressed the 6th floor. The elevator seemed to sense the lady's distress cause. The ride was very quick. Once the door opened, the lady stepped out and shouted, "Eni-sama." Her angelic voice echoed throughout the room. Suddenly, a magic circle appeared right in front of her. A man materialized, a tall man around 6'3". He was around 18 years old. The man had long blonde hair, kind smile and blue eyes like the lady. He was what you would call handsome. He had 12 pure white wings behind his back and a halo above his head. He was wearing a golden armor. "Yes, my beautiful baby sister, what happened?" the man exclaimed. Dread started to fill the lady's heart. The lady started to tear up. The man hugged her comfortingly and took the child from her. "Can we use the brave saints on him?" the lady asked, panic in her voice. Michael stared at her before answering, "I suppose," not noticing the green light being emitted by the boy's left arm. He laid the boy down the table. "Oi. My host is dying here." Michael looked at the boy's left arm in surprise. "Drake. Obviously. Now, Gabriel." The lady, Gabriel, perked up. "Yes, Drake. Do you want to save my host?" But before Gabriel can answer, the boy's other palm glowed very blue. "Your host? He's my host." Michael's eyes whitened. "Albion. Hello there, Michael." "Hello, lady who almost got my host killed." Gabriel sunk her head down. The boy moved his left arm, albeit painfully, only to hit his right arm. Michael smiled at this, and so did Gabriel. "Albion. You're here too. I think you know what this means." "Yes, Drake. The prophecy has come true." "Michael, you already have your joker, so Gabriel." "Yes. Are you willing to let our host to become your joker?" "Yes." Anything that will save him. Michael nodded at this. Only the Joker card can handle this boy. Any ordinary card won't suffice. You are very much correct, Michael. This boy is special. I am telling you. Michael nodded. He grabbed Gabriel's hand and laid it on top of the boy's chest. Gabriel, I will give you the knowledge to turn someone into one of your brave saints. He touched Gabriel's forehead with his index finger. Gabriel's eyes glowed golden. I, Gabriel, one of the 4 great Seraphs, accept this boy as my Joker. A hand-sized magic circle appeared above the boy's chest. Gabriel put her hand through the magic circle. When he took it out, she was holding the Joker card. It flew out of her hold and floated directly above the boy's face, and it turned to golden dust. The golden dust entered the boy's body. The bright glowing stopped as the magic circle vanished. At once, the wounds on the boy's body healed. The missing flesh was replaced by stronger ones. Broken and dislocated bones were fixed. And the lost blood was also replaced. The boy's appearance received minor changes. His skin became paler than before and his facial structure became slightly sharper and more defined. At this, Gabriel sighed in relief and sat down. The boy's breathing returned to normal. Congratulations, angels. You just received the 2 heavenly dragons on your side. Albion, I know you want to fight me, but let's refrain from doing that or we will make Issei insane. Gabriel smiled. Issei. His name is Issei. Yes, Issei is the boy's name. Issei Hyoudou. Well, I didn't save Issei because he had both the heavenly dragons in him. I saved him because he saved me. Despite not knowing him, he saved me regardless and gladly offered his life. In a young age he was able to achieve that. Gabriel said, her voice filled with admiration and happiness. Michael smiled at Gabriel. Gabriel, why don't you take Issei to his room? Gabriel nodded. I will do just that. Inside Issei's mind, the 2 heavenly dragons were speaking, mentally. Drag, being together in a one host. You know what this means, right? Sadly, yes. Before God died, he imprisoned us. But we managed to befriend him despite being only in gauntlets. He told us that one day, when I am gone, and the 3 factions have made peace, you 2 will be placed in one body. When this happens, take care of the child. Make sure he grows in wisdom and love. Because everyone will need him if you want this world to survive. If he became an angel, that will surely make him grow in wisdom and love. This child had a pure heart to begin with. He helped a stranger, even risked losing his own life. He also woke both of us up despite being 6 years old. I am already proud of him for that. Albion, I am sorry for claiming I am stronger than you. For the sake of this child, let be there peace between us. Fine, just don't let your ego control you again. We could have wiped the 3 great powers without a problem when we hit our bodies. But now, our powers have been reduced. I can't even remember what my other powers were besides divide. I will make this child the strongest scary Taitakrite ever. I will help you with that, Drag. Now, how about we scare this child so he wakes up? I think that's a very good idea. Ah. Issei sat up, sweat covered his body. His breathing was very rapid. The door opened, revealing Gabriel holding a light spear. Issei stared at her. Where am I? Issei asked with a cute, squeaky voice. Gabriel smiled at this. She sat beside Issei and rubbed his back. Calm down, Issei. My name is Gabriel, you are in heaven. Gabriel said while smiling cheerfully. Michael was behind Gabriel, he dropped. Yeah, sister. I don't think that was the best way to. Issei's eyes whitened. I'm dead. Michael tried to stop Gabriel, but, no. Here. Gabriel touched Issei's forehead the same way Michael touched hers. Issei's eyes glowed golden for a few seconds before returning back to normal. Issei burst into tears and hugged Gabriel tightly. Gabriel-sama. There was blood. Michael sighed. Gabriel, look what you have done. Michael's eyes widened when Gabriel started to cry together with Issei. Michael slowly walked backwards to exit the room, and when he did, he quickly shut the door and ran. After a few minutes, Gabriel left Issei to prepare his food. Issei stared at the ceiling. His eyes were slowly closing when a deep voice spoke out. Issei Hyoudou. Issei quickly covered himself with a fluffy blanket and hid. Who's you? Issei said as he surveyed the surroundings. If you're here to hurt Gabriel-sama, I will hurt you. Haha. What if we are here to hurt her? We will feast on her dead remains. Haha. Oi, Albion, I think that's too much. Issei stood up and punched everywhere. I won't let you. Roar. Issei got down and covered his head. Gabriel-sama. Don't enter the harem. Okay. Relax. Issei, we are the 2 heavenly dragons. My name is Albion, I am the Vanishing Dragon. Issei, look at your right arm. The blue glow, that is where I am. And I am Drake, the Welsh Dragon. I currently reside in your left arm. We are your partners. I have 2 dragons as partners. Yes, you do. Okay, now Issei, looks like your princess is returning. Issei blushed, she is not my princess. Keep saying that to yourself. Oh also, Issei. You can speak to us mentally. Also we know what you're thinking. Always. Issei exited the room. He saw Gabriel in the kitchen. He ran towards Gabriel and tripped. The nearby angels looked at him. Adorable. Oh, so cute. Whose child is that? The angels stared at him questioningly. The angels made way for an angel, Michael. Issei ran towards Michael and hid behind Michael's leg. That's so cute. Too much cuteness. Michael picked up Issei and carried him. Everyone, this is Issei Hyoudou. He is a new member of our family. He is also Gabriel's Joker. The angels started clapping, which made Issei take Michael's cape and hid his face. Gabriel started walking towards Michael and Issei. She was wearing a chef's hat and an apron. She was also holding a spatula, which she used in hitting Michael. What are you doing with my Joker? Gabriel lisped threateningly. Her 12 pure white wings were flashing from white to black to white again. Michael smiled at his sister. Gabriel, relax. I am not gonna take Issei away from you. A man approached him. He was 6'3" tall and looked like Michael. He was also around the age of Michael. The only difference is the man had tousled medium-length hair. Hello, Gabriel. Hello, Michael. I heard the newest edition of the Angels was here. The man said in a kind, jolly voice. Gabriel quickly snatched Issei from Michael and hugged him. Gabriel mouthed a note to the pouting Raphael. Anyways, why isn't his wings out? Gabriel and Michael questioned themselves why they didn't think that. Gabriel shrugged her shoulders at the same time with Michael, making Raphael force an awkward smile. Gabriel, what's happening? Issei asked. The angels just couldn't resist the cuteness and jumped at Gabriel to pinch Issei's cheeks. Gabriel kept screaming hey in the background, but the angels paid her no heed. Suddenly Issei's wings burst out. 10 pure white wings. Issei smiled at this. Wow. Overcame by excitement, Issei ran to heaven's balcony and jumped. Michael gasped, chase him. He still doesn't know how to use his wings and fly. The angels ran after him. But they backed off when Issei was being caught by Rio, the 4th grade Seraph. He also looked like Michael and Raphael, but he had short red hair. He was also 18 years old like Michael and Raphael. So, this is Issei. Gabriel released a deadly aura which made Rio gulped. Give him back. Rio screamed. Gabriel held Issei's hand as they walked around heaven. Gabriel showed the first floor, heaven. The first floor heaven looked like a normal village in the medieval times. Only the knights and citizens are replaced by angels. There were angels wearing golden armor, not as flashy as Michael's or Raphael's or Rio's, but still pretty impressive. Hey, Gabriel. What do angels eat? Issei asked. Gabriel smiled at him and bent down to his level. We don't eat anything, Issei. Issei tilted her head and looked at her questioningly. Then, we're all dead. Issei, we, boom. Gabriel jumped away and shrieked. Gabriel, it's just Albion. He is a bad dragon, so don't listen to him. That's not nice, Issei. That was Drake, damn it. Gabriel and Issei didn't pay them attention. They argued the whole tour. Gabriel decided to go to the Garden of Eden. They rested under a big tree. Issei remembered his parents and his eyes widened in fear and jumped in front of Gabriel. Gabriel, let's visit my parents. They must be worried sick for me. Gabriel's eyes widened. Of course. How could we forget? Gabriel stood up and patted her dress to remove the dirt. They found flat ground. Gabriel created a golden magic circle. The light engulfed the Garden of Eden. It slowly returned to normal as the golden circle started to fade. Gabriel and Issei arrived at the cherry blossom road. Gabriel took hold of Issei's hand. After a few minutes, they arrived at Issei Hyoudu's house. Or rather what once was Issei's house. Issei let go of Gabriel's hand, who was also shocked. Issei entered the rumble he once called home. Gabriel ran after him. Issei. Issei didn't look at her. He looked down. Gabriel tilted her head in confusion. Issei. She approached Issei slowly. She entered the house, and immediately regretted it. She saw the wall covered with blood. Issei was standing in what seems to be the living room. He was looking at something. Gabriel had an idea what it could be. Issei, come here. She said softly. Issei was crying and his body was shaking. Gabriel looked at the two objects lying in front of Issei. The room was dark so she couldn't identify what it was. The room also had a sinister feeling in it that sent shivers down Gabriel's back. Gabriel took a closer look beside Issei, and she gasped. The two objects were the dead corpses of Issei's parents. Issei suddenly hugged Gabriel's leg and cried. Gabriel rubbed Issei's back while she used the other arm to hug him. Gabriel suddenly felt two evil presences right above them. She hugged Issei tightly and rolled on the side, just in time to dodge the two light spears which could have possibly killed Issei and wound her badly. Gabriel dashed for the door. The house exploded. Gabriel's wings wrapped them to protect them from the fire and debris which were coming their way. Gabriel saw the cause of the incident. There were two fallen angels flying above them. These were no ordinary fallen angels, these were Kekabil and Middlet. Kekabil laughed. "Hello, my ever-so-gorgeous Gabriel." Gabriel glared threateningly at Kekabil. "Why will you do such a thing?" "What, because it's fun, of course. To see the anger, desperation, or sadness in the faces of humans. Also the fact that Issei is the host of two heavenly dragons is just a plus. Although I got to say, to see anger in your face arouses me." Kekabil answered. He licked his lips at her. Gabriel growled at him, hugging Issei tighter. She feels the vibration Issei's crying is making on her breasts, which quite bothers her. She rubs Issei's back before glaring back at Kekabil. Gabriel made floating light spears surround Kekabil and his servant, Middlet. Now, Gabby. I didn't come here to fight, I merely wished to see you and your beautiful face once again. And also, I wanted to see the newest member of the angels. I promise you with all my heart, that I will always try to make him fall." Kekabil said before flying away, his laughter resounding throughout the area. Gabriel waited for Kekabil and Middle to be gone on side before creating our magic circle and going to heaven. The crying Issei hugging her.